Howdy, travelers! We're live, and as you can tell, we're a little later than we should have been. But hey, it's New Year's, and
we run on bar time here.
Yeah, we're running on. That's the opposite of bar time.
Reverse bar time.
Yeah, reverse bar time.
Extending out the decade as long as we can. 2020 will be here soon enough.
I don't want to be another year older.
I'm not going to lie, this actually isn't the end of the decade, though. 2021 is the end of the decade. Just,
Okay.
I mean,
well,
moving on.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Troy. And that's why we brought beer. We brought the some stiff beer too, so it's good.
That's why.
One that I've actually been waiting to drink for quite some time. So I picked this up in the Portland airport.
Yeah.
Because as my
what else did you pick up in the airport?
The Eau Claire of the West?
Unmentionable things. Yes.
The Eau Claire of the Pacific
West.
Northwest.
Portland.
Yeah.
That's the rumor.
It looked exactly the same.
Just like Austin and in Brooklyn?
Portland, very walkable.
Every restaurant served the same hamburger?
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
It was great.
Minus a foot of snow.
It was like being in Eau Claire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything about it.
A lot more hipsters, though.
No. I didn't even notice them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, I noticed them. Portland's not anything like Eau Claire.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Did you notice that they stopped publishing those stories around Eau Claire?
No.
It's the next Portland.
No.
Yeah, they stopped that.
They realized that we're actually
Somebody must have went to
Somebody
Portland.
spoke up? Yes, somebody went to Portland and came back, reported back.
Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
So anyway, this, and I think Troy looked up some information because that's what we're doing in 2020. We're gonna start studying.
I'm gonna do
this
the
stuff
bare
instead of just
bones
doing it on a whim.
research. I mean, it's on top of the decades of other research.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So this is called Pinot Suave, and I think Alex already put the close-up up for you. It's a Belgian-style ale with Pinot Noir grapes, aged in French oak.
So they use the grape musk in the beer.
Yeah, the grape
It's 11% alcohol and 15 IBUs.
Yeah. So we're going the opposite way tonight. We're going to start with a high ABV, and then we'll work our way down.
I don't
maybe
love
back
when
up
anyone
again.
says musk, for the record.
Grape musk.
Don't like grape musk? Okay.
No, I know. I like the musk. I don't love when
Do you
people
like
talk
musk
about
melon?
it. Portland would
It's
not.
it's grapey.
Yeah, very grapey.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sweet,
but not.
but boozy.
Yeah.
This is a
It's
barley
good.
wine?
This is not a barley wine.
Tastes like one.
No.
Yeah.
Kind of
It
does.
kind of does.
No, it's a Belgian dark, so you definitely get that Belgian yeast in there. You get those kind of more dark fruit characters from that Belgian yeast and the aged in wine barrels. You get a lot of great flavors off of that.
Yeah.
It also has a really light body. Still. So
Well, I
it
mean,
doesn't
you
feel-
look at the color.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
it's a brackish red.
yeah, but you'd expect sometimes.
Thank you, Troy.
To have
I'm
that,
trying to use more descriptive words in 2020.
Brackish?
Yes. Brackish.
yeah, like a gross stream
Brackish red.
in the south.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't feel overly heavy. Sometimes those ones feel like super sweet.
I mean, for 11% alcohol, I'd say this is a pretty chill beer.
Drinkable.
Grape musk, you get a lot of sugar off of that, so I'm assuming that's what made this beer so much higher. Is that grape husk, if you will?
Mm-hmm.
Is that better? Grape husk. Grape peel.
The peel.
Yeah.
So that gives it a lot of sugar. I know Dogfish Head back in the day used to experiment a lot with grapes in their beer,
Right.
but it's kind of wine barrels and beer are also kind of a hard to come by. Just because of the yeast, the wild yeast that exists in wine barrels, so it's hard to carbonate or ferment beer in without having it goes sour on you. So that being said, this is a pretty remarkable beer in its flavor profile.
And it comes from Deschutes, which is not your favorite brewery.
No,
as we found out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not overly...
You don't hate them.
Yeah, I don't hate them.
Yeah.
Just
It's not your favorite.
They've just never made a beer that I was excited about until today.
But
Until
the
today.
name, Pinot Suave.
Pinot Suave. Yeah.
I mean, you can't.
And the only
That was
reason,
my nickname in high school.
The only reason I even considered buying beer in the airport, because, as we know, everything in the airport's typically more expensive.
Yeah.
But apparently in Oregon, they can't charge any more in the airport than they would at the brewery.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
So I was shopping for beer at 6:30 in the morning.
Well, what else are you going to do in an airport at 6:30 in the morning?
Portland's a nice airport.
They have those massage
Also,
places
like,
open.
the design.
No.
Little airport
No.
massage.
Yeah, have a little beer and airport massage.
But I mean, when we talk a lot about these different beers, I mean, a lot of the design. Oh, hello. Is typically like one note, and Deschutes has had a look that has really like gone with them through probably a decade.
Yeah.
But this is a piece that I've not seen where they're really looking at like a higher end, the wax seal, the
Yeah.
like black on black. And it's a really, I think welcome twist to what they've been doing that really kind of opens you up to that new
Right.
flavor profile.
Right.
It looks like a wine bottle. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
They're meant to be enjoyed with friends
Yes. Yes.
and wives.
As we often talk about, the bigger bottles are meant to be shared with friends. And so I will mention we are doing this in front of a live studio audience tonight because we have a house full of people.
yeah.
And so this is the first time we've ever
No
done
room
that.
for error.
Yeah, we practiced the laugh track. You don't want to hear it.
Didn't work
It's
out
bad.
No, it did
It's
not
bad.
work. It was very
You don't
bad
want
laugh
it.
track.
No.
But they are still sitting there judging us, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Quietly.
Yeah.
Quietly-ish.
Quietly
So,
judging.
as we move on to the next beer, I want to also mention Hot Passport 2020. Not too late. We have our 2020 Hot Passports for Wisconsin, and that baby's thick. So,
Mhm.
yeah, that's what she said.
Yep.
Is that thick with a K or without a K?
Is there a difference?
There's like thick and then there's thick.
Oh, well, that's definitely with a K.
It's
then.
like fat and fat.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Robin thick.
The Utes. Yeah, so go get your Hot Passport right now, hotpassport.com. There's more information in the link below.
I took the bullet on that one. I'm
Oh,
getting it.
you got all the
I got that
Get all the
hardcore. Yeah.
oh.
Some thick head.
So of course we can't go without having a beer from Oliphant.
I think Jake
And of
actually.
course, Jake's got some stuff to read about this particular beer.
Yeah, I
No,
read
you don't say.
I read the descriptor and I was really moved by it.
Okay, so
It's gonna blow your mind.
This will be
Gonna blow your mind.
my author's voice. Blizzard of 91. I remember the buzzard of 1891. Real batty. Leather skin face and stinky. Heart of gold, that one, though. Can never say no. And before you know it, its nest was overrun with vermin. That explains why there are so many rat birds flying around these parts nowadays. And that's it.
So
Mike Perry.
take that for what it's worth.
Yeah.
That is literally the descriptor of this beer.
That's
Yeah.
it.
It says a lot. It really does.
I moved to drink it now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think there's
Now
something
that Troy got all the head off of it,
Yeah, I took the bullet.
we're good to go. I apologize for the dents in the can.
Is that the vermin?
That's the vermin.
Is that the
rat-
flying
And
the
that-
rat birds
That's also what
got to
happens
it?
when it moves in the back of your
How did they all
pickup and
get
it
here
falls out.
anyway?
Or maybe it might have been
Thank
the blizzard of 2019 we just had.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. So even though they didn't talk about this because it's Oliphant,
Huh.
most of us do remember the blizzard of '91 because I do. I'm old. It was trick or treating time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost
Yeah.
an axe.
I made it half a block.
You were Paul Bunyan?
Made it half a block for trick or treating,
Yep.
and that was it.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, wrapped it up. Got
We were driving.
had the old lady half a block away that kept all of the Sunday comics.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she gave you for a treat.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Guys,
But yet I went there every
your
year.
stories
I was
suck,
Scrooge
but,
McDuck
this
that
beer
year.
is
Oh,
amazing.
Yeah, I do remember that.
No, these stories suck, but like this beer is amazing. So like focus.
Oh, James drives from St.
Oh, my
Cloud to
word.
go to Oliphant. Yes, it is
Yeah.
that good, isn't it, James? I agree.
Pecan, pumpkin. Definitely get like more pecan on this beer than I've gotten in almost any other pecan beer.
This is great.
Yeah. No, Oliphant once again I would say does a good job at doing weird good.
But there again, they call this because I think they had to call it something. They call it a brown ale.
Yeah, no, it's not brown.
This is not brown,
Brackish yellow.
but it really doesn't. Do they really? They're like the weirder Valkyrie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good description.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever be in a place to write that description. Like getting my head into a place just to come up with that like structure of words.
A lot of drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the drugs. Yeah.
Well, I think when they make a beer, they go, well, what do we want to call that one?
This just throw a bunch of words on the wall and see what
I
hits.
don't know. Let's call this one a brown ale. It's not brown, and I'm not sure that it's an ale.
I mean, it tastes like pecan. It tastes like pumpkin. It tastes like everything they say on the package. It's got lactose in it, which kind of makes it a little bit smoother.
and the lactose is a really nice addition because it feels really smooth.
Yeah,
it's
it really smooths. It really smooths it out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hi. Yes, but
Stephanie, you got to put the mic to your face.
right to my face. Got it.
Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome.
But no, not typically a non-IPA drinker, but actually starting to like branch out. This feels very wintry if you're looking for something
Right.
that goes with the season, even though it's a lighter color. The body feels warmer. It's more like that, like winter warmer sort of feeling. So
And only 5%. So
yeah, so you can drink it all night. Like that crowler is not ridiculous. It's not 11%.
No.
Just the first pour sucks.
Well, and that's we've had a steady run of good pours out of a crowler.
Yeah.
We were about due for a bad one.
Yeah. I would say, as far as pours are concerned, it was even the worst. Okay, Stephanie, you're up to bat.
We got James in the comments expressing his loves for Oliphant. He drives there from St. Cloud.
Were you not paying attention when I said that?
I guess not.
thanks, Alex, for that.
Thanks. Dynamite drop in, Alex.
Nailed it.
That broadcast school's really paying off.
No, but
Live.
Oliphant is worth a trip. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and
Awesome beer.
like I keep mentioning, especially in the summer now, it used to be a deterrent because they didn't have any air conditioning.
Oh, yeah, that was
They have air conditioning now.
Oh,
but I mean,
Gotten with the times.
As far
Yeah.
as experiences go, like I went there with my parents. They opened up early.
Stephanie, you got it.
I'm sorry. They're like very hospitable. They opened up early for my parents. I don't have a mic. Whatever.
Someday we'll
fine.
just run a mic down here. Someday when we have all that sponsorship money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is Chimay now. Chimay.
Chimay. Yeah. Isn't this the Grand Reserve?
Blue. Yeah.
Yeah, Grand Reserve.
So Chimay is probably one of the best Belgian breweries. They carry a red, white, and blue. All of them are fantastic. The blue is a Belgian strong, if memory serves me correctly. I believe it, according to the internets,
According to the internet.
1958 is when they started brewing this particular recipe. Monks, it's still brewed by monks, which gives it kind of an OG status.
Yeah. And like I'm sure we've talked about this plenty of times, but Andy and I went to Montana. We got to meet the head of sales for Chimay, and then another sales guy named Steve that lives in Milwaukee, who also works for Chimay. Super nice people.
Yeah.
And I drink, and Andy drank all of the Chimay.
Both to drink all of this Chimay.
They just kept pouring it, and we kept drinking it.
I didn't know Andy liked Belgians.
Yeah.
Turns out he does.
Turns out he does.
So what I would say flavor wise on this beer, it's a Belgian. The Belgian sugar cane is really what makes it. You get that. It's kind of hard to get used to initially, just because there is that initial sweetness, kind of almost like a candy, maybe just a hint of root beer barrel sweetness to it.
Right. Yeah. That's a good way of describing it.
Yeah, that's that Belgian sugar candy just shining through. So that is a fantastic flavor profile. Not everyone likes. It's a very unpopular style overall right now, but I'd say this is a perfect example. of it.
I think the price point is probably a little hard to get over, especially when people are just looking for something to drink. Just a drinker. This is more of a, even though it comes in a smaller bottle, I would still share this with people. This is not
It's more of a sipper too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
9%.
It's not really something you're just going to pop the top off and start drinking. I mean, I would normally, but
Right.
it's nice to share.
Class it up a little bit.
Well,
Yeah.
for you guys, you probably have more experience. So with like a grape musk inspired beer like this versus the Chimay, what are the notes that really stand out that are different for you guys between the two beers?
I would say the spice for me is a little bit different. So where the grape is a little
You get a bit more of that,
is a little sweeter that stays with you a little longer.
even like a bit more acidic.
Yeah.
That
this-
Grey
this-
Musk off put a little bit of acid into that
The
beer.
Chimay is more like a baking, that you would get off of like an apple pie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
caramelized.
Yeah.
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 Once again, that Belgian sugar candy is just popping out of this beer.
Yeah, the
so.
sugar really comes through. Whereas that you get the kind of the winey, obviously the wine barrel taste after this.
And that's an ongoing theme of this show is we talk about how brewers can balance beers with more than just hops and malt. We can almost say this is even a balance between that sugar candy and that grape must, that sweet versus almost like that acidic of the grapes, and whereas this is just popping sugar,
Yeah, I'm super curious.
But it's not what I would say. When you think sugary like a pastry, a pastry beer, that's not the kind of
it's a
sugar
very
that we're
different.
talking about.
Yeah,
it's a good
very
balance.
different thing.
It's very well balanced.
Yeah. Belgian sugar candy is almost like molasses mixed with a root beer barrel.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Something just a little sweet, but nice and sweet. You're not
Complex in
going
its
to get
sweetness.
from it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, the Chimay still ultimately feels sweeter on the whole.
Yeah.
Where this one feels more like if you're just coming into beer, maybe, and especially from wine, that might be your entry point.
Yeah.
Gateway.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're always looking for those opportunities where hey, maybe your palate's not beer, but maybe this is the place where you find the juxtaposition between the two.
Everybody's got a gateway beer, and there's a billion different beers out there.
Yeah. I remember my gateway beer.
Yeah.
I've been junior year of high school.
Oh God. Time.
There's a fat squirrel came into my life.
Oh, we thought we were going to stop talking.
See,
But you kept going. Huh?
What was your gateway beer?
What was my gateway beer? Gateway craft beer or just gateway beer? Craft. Yeah, it would probably have to be Spotted Cow.
Well, yeah. The freckled heifer.
And honestly, I grew up in South Dakota. We've talked about that before. Not a lot of craft beer in South Dakota.
No, yeah.
And I moved to Wisconsin 13 years ago. So, there wasn't a lot of craft beer here either.
No, yeah.
So, Spotted Cow was around.
Yeah. Mother's milk back in the day.
Yeah. And,
That being said,
and everybody was making a big deal out of it then.
Jake,
So,
what was yours?
well, I mean, this kind of counts, I guess. I liked Liney's Red original.
Yeah.
I grew up drinking Miller Lite for a while, and then I branched out to Liney's a little bit, if you call it that, branching out, and Liney's Red, I got hooked on that, and that led to a lot of red ales and other lagers, and which led to my obsession with porters and stouts. So here we are.
Hefeweizen.
nice.
that being said, have a happy new year, everyone.
Just one more thing. James also commented and said he took some friends to Valkyrie this past year.
What a wild
Nice
card
work,
James
James.
is.
Brought a bunch of beer home.
Yeah.
Because how can you go to Valkyrie and not
Yeah,
bring a bunch
it's
of
a
beer home?
problem when you go in there because it's
Yeah,
just
right.
like, oh, this is so affordable.
And they're great.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Yeah.
He brought 4 cases
Randy.
home, as a matter of fact. 4
Wow.
cases.
Randy.
So that's Randy and Ann.
Randy.
Yeah, Randy.
Yeah. Randy and Ann.
Ran and Nandy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Hot Passport, and check out all the information below. We have the typical information like we do on every other episode. This one just happens to be live.
Yeah.
If for some reason you want to torture yourself and watch this again, this will be posted on YouTube and it'll live there forever. So
Have a happy new year. Be safe. Drink responsibly.
And we'll be doing more of these in the
Uber.
future. We also just scheduled our next full episode for 2020.
Yay.
Alex, subscribe, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell, Alex. It probably sounded, but we didn't hear it.
Also,
So-
if you're in Eau Claire, there's a few tickets left to tasting notes at the
Yeah.
Pablo Center.
Information
About
is
6
also
per session, so get them. They're in short supply. It'll be a great night.
looking
So-
forward to that. And the hangovers on Wednesday.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
Nothing like listening to a bunch of Midwestern white dudes talk about beer on a stage for an hour
Isn't
and
that
a half.
great? I might have less of a beard by then. We'll see. Or maybe more. I don't know.
I will probably look exactly the same.
Okay. Anyway, thanks, Brian. Love you guys. Shout out to the Swanson family. Yeah, shout out to the Swanson family. Thank you guys for watching. So anyway, from all of us at Taproom Travelers, check us out on social medias too.
See you next year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
If you haven't already seen it, see you next year.
See you next year.
Prost. By now, you've probably figured out that we like visiting different breweries, and we've been pretty vocal about one of our favorite travel companions, Hot Passport. When you visit any of the breweries highlighted inside, you either get 2-for-1 pints or buy one, get one. That means you only have to visit a fraction of the breweries we do to get your money's worth. Visit hotpassport.com to get one featuring your state today. Hot Passport. Don't drink without yours.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, you can click down below where there's some more episodes for you to watch. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on episodes that you do watch. We hope to see you next time.